Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Right ahead, the NFL playoffs begin here on this Saturday afternoon. It's our visiting team and our home team. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by one more week.
Here we go. A run with the former K-State product, DJ Giddens. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Getting your team into the playoffs, that's step one. But now if this quarterback's going to lead them to victory today on the road, hostile environment, he's got to play mistake-free ball, operate the offense, get in and out of the huddle. And when he has opportunities to make plays downfield, he has to make them.
25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready. Blue 32. Hut, hut.
They'll stick with him again. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 74 yards for the touchdown. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Wizards will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Wild Card Weekend. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Thunderbirds offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Giddens. Room to run at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Wow, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Joshua Farmer there on the stop. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready, set.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
On the give, it's Giddens. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Once again, it's Giddens. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
It is 2nd and 6.
Ready. 60.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Wizards offense ready for their 2nd possession. Philippe sits at 4. So he'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check, hut.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass
and they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Check, hut. This is green.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. One quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. 7-3 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Ready. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, set, go.
On the bootleg, he'll look. No chance at all. He'll go down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Yellow, hut, hut.
Back to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Wizards go out to a 10-3 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, That can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Thunderbirds offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. That's Marte Mapu getting in there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
On the jump. Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete to Washington. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18.
The RPO. That one is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks. This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Here we go. Nice.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Boston.
It is a big play on 1st down. 31 yards.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Thunderbirds will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Wizards offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going right, it's taken in. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Now, faking the give. The throw here is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 41, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
Ready. Yellow, set.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and
now a second timeout called by the defense. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground.
In trouble, and down he goes! Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Ready.
It is 3rd and long.
Set. Hut. 52 boom. Set. Hut.
Open man is Davis. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
Down. Set.
They'll throw out of the gun. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD.
That's just such an athletic play by an NFL quarterback, Mike. And you can see he tried to remain a passer as long as possible. But once it became clear there was nowhere to go with the ball, he puts it down and decides to do the rest with his legs. And he's able to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point out. It's up and through. And the Wizards go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Thunderbirds 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19. At the 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Ready! Ready!
This time they stay on the ground. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. Here's Ethan Evans now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Accelerating toward midfield, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Wizards offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10.
Ready, ready.
Tight end on the move left.
Ready, ready.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32.
Throwing now from the gun. That caught by Davis. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 17 yards on that play. And that will be a first down.
And a London.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Set, cut, cut.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Come on, set, set.
They'll stay on the ground, and he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay,
Ball
right.
on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5.
Ready. 45, 1. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
That's a gain of 3.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Red, 38. Ready.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
Pick up with 2 yards.
Well, power football here on 3rd and short. They bring in some extra bulk up front, and they just run this ball straight at the defense. Challenge them in a gotta-have-it moment. Can you stop us? And in this case, the answer is no.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From 31, here is 2nd and 5.
The 31-yard line.
Down. Cut.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
He'll look to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Got it. Let's go now. Check.
Up the middle they go. He's to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, London. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Wizards move out to a 24-10 lead.
Thunderbirds 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Thunderbirds offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in by Giddens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
A gain of 10 yards.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run with Giddens. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
Now
Makes
a
it
3rd and 2.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 6. Go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
They'll
Wizards offense ready to get back at it. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Slot man in motion right. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
He'll get that into the hands of Williams.
Complete to Kyle Williams. No gain
It
on
is
the play.
3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Back to throw. That one on target for Williams. He's got it. A gain of 16 yards. That's enough for a 1st down.
For a London 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll work this forward to the 35. Jalen Carlisle is there on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. Cut.
Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Here we go. 6.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready.
On the ground, it's Kidney. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of
They get 18 on that
That's
one. And that will be a 1st down. That is left side and taken in by Allen. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up
Here's 2nd and 2.
at the 47-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. And he will finally be out of bounds, but hold everything. Flag down, back to the line of scrimmage. This is coming back.
Still 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will score. Game on. Anthony Gould. Touchdown, Austin. Greg, they are Picking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now, for the point after. He's got it. And the Thunderbirds back within 7. It's 24-17.
Thunderbirds 17.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First down and 10.
The Wizards offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 52 blue. Ready.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
33. Yep, ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Black, 95. Ready.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 40.
First down.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready. Ready.
It is 2nd and 9.
Ready.
They'll motion the slot man right. Now, faking the give. Coming across, he's got it in the hands of Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 27 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
1st and 10.
Ready. Ready. 50 green. Ready.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Now a timeout for injury. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round.
Ready.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Red, 38. Set.
Now a give on the ground. And despite a nice juke, we're going to get a yard to show for it. Second down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7.
60 red. 60 red. Hut.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here's Gould on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Thunderbirds offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down.
Come on, come on.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. This one complete to Washington. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Down the field, he's got Washington. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Thunderbirds.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter.
24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
38-yard line.
The Wizards offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but 1 first down will essentially end the game.
Let's go now. 52 points. Ready?
The drive will start on the ground. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready? 33. Yellow. Set.
Now a give up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Ready. Right. 95.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Ready?
They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Set. Hut. 50. Green.
Now they'll set up to throw. That caught by Davis. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple.
Down. Yellow. 22. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on fourth down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Down to a knee here, and that'll do it. They have advanced. They are moving on in the playoffs. So, it's a win for our visitors as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.